Next is Lee Thomas, who is MP for Southeast December. TNQ, who is MP for Southeast again. I'll ask Sean, who is the president for the society, to have a few words, and then we'll have Jackson talk to us, because he's actually representing the Premier and Minister Ross Spencer. Sean, please.
Thank you, Ramna. We won't take too long, so please bear with us. We would appreciate if we have some silence, please, so that everyone can be heard. I would start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the city of Knox, the Wurundjeri and the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming the Honourable Mark Dreyfus, MP, the Shadow Attorney General and Federal Member for ISAC. Our very own Jackson Taylor, MP for Bayswater, who requires no introduction and today is representing the Premier and let's give him a big clap. Who is representing the Premier and the Minister for Multicultural Affairs. In addition, we also like to welcome the Honorary Lee Talamis, MP, Honorary Dr. TNQ, MP. In addition, the Deputy Chairperson of the Multicultural Commission, and many federal and state candidates, religious leaders, community leaders, and without much further ado, I will call upon Jackson Taylor to introduce the other guests and address the congregation.
Thank you very much, Shan. Can I just say a very big thank you to Shan and to the executive and everyone for organising today. Can we give them a big round of applause, because this is an amazing effort, and of course it's a 10-day festival today, has been absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much, Shan. And of course, it is wonderful to be able to be joined here by many of my Labor colleagues in Lee Talamis, in Dr. TNQ, in Mark Dreyfus, the Federal Member for Holt, Shadow Attorney General, and of course Abby Kumar, the Federal Candidate for Holt, Cassandra Fernando, the Labor Candidate for Isaac, Labor Candidate for Holt, and then Mary Doyle, the Labor Candidate for Aston, and I'm probably going to forget somebody else, but apologies in advance, but it's wonderful to have all these distinguished guests, and the reason why we're all here is because you are a wonderful community, and we are so absolutely. And yes, politicians like to acknowledge other politicians and distinguished guests, but that signifies, and particularly here today, at a moment like this, signifies the incredible importance of your community and the incredible importance of Mahot Savan. And I'm incredibly honoured to represent the Premier Daniel Andrews and Multicultural Affairs Minister Ross Spence, who unfortunately could not make it today, but do send their best regards and best wishes for the festival. And of course, a 10-day festival, which is an amazing feat in and of itself, which is of course a dedication to Lord Ganesha. And where is a better place to do it than right here in the largest stone granite temple in the Southern Hemisphere, the only temple dedicated to Lord Ganesha in Victoria, in this amazing setting with amazing people. I'm just so very honoured to be here to share the beautiful rituals, the celebrations and festivities we've seen today and over the last 8 days. I wish you all the very best, and I can't thank you enough for having myself, my friends, my colleagues here. We are forever grateful, and I hope you have a very wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your celebrations and rituals. Thank you.
Now, I would like to call upon the Honorary Mark Dreyfus, QC, and also the Shadow Attorney General. And I would like to, please give him a big hand. I think I would like to call upon him to address the crowd.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here. And I should acknowledge all of the Labor candidates, the federal Labor candidates who are going to stand for seats in South East Melbourne at the upcoming election on the 21st of May. Mary Doyle, the Labor candidate for Aston. Abby Kumar, who is the Labor candidate for La Trobe, further down in the South East. And Sandra Fernando, also down in the South East, the Labor candidate for Hull. And a little bit up to the north, we have Matt Grigg, who is the Labor candidate for Deakin. Now, it is a great pleasure to be here to make an announcement on behalf of Federal Labor. We in Labor recognise the strength of this community. We recognise that this facility at this temple is bursting at the seams. I couldn't have had a better demonstration how much it's bursting at the seams by the crowd that's here today. In fact, the difficulty even of coming through the door tells me that this community is growing and it needs a new facility. The commitment that Federal Labor is making is that an Albanese Labor government will contribute $1.5 million. A Hindu community hub here in the Basin, and this is a community that needs more space, it needs more facilities. We are happy to contribute that. It's a recognition of the strength of the Hindu community here in Victoria, the 145,000 Hindu Victorians. It's a recognition of the 75,000 people who visit this temple in the last year alone, I'm told, and it's a recognition of support for the multicultural nature of our society that is one of the most wonderful features about life in Australia, about life in Victoria, about life in Melbourne, and particularly South East Melbourne. I've been proud to represent a big part of South East Melbourne for the past 14 years. I like to boast the most multicultural electorate in Australia. It's a contested claim, I've got to say, because there are very, very many multicultural and very multicultural communities in our community. It's a wonderful thing about our community. So great to be here with you as part of this festival. Great to be making this funding commitment of $1.5 million on behalf of Federal Labor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can I have just silence for 1 more minute, please? 1 more minute. Would really appreciate some silence. Can we give a big round of applause to Mark Breakers and the Labour team, because this is something great for us. I have to say, this has never happened in the history of our temple. The oldest Hindu temple in Victoria. It has never happened before that we have had 1.5 million given to us to build a Hindu community hub next door, very next door. So once again, a very big thank you. To me, as the president of this temple, it's a miracle. Thank you.
Samanam bhavati yataya purvasevendrayustevendraye pradiditadi ojano rojamane sovana sovamane kalyana adhvare satayam yadu valjadadi bhiru.
That's the end of the formal part. You're all welcome to have